heading north. About an hour. I'm going to meet up with an acquaintance I met on Facebook, Trying for Restoration and group on Facebook. He's from down south. He went up to New York to spend some time riding around in their cars. Can't remember the name of the town, but he has some parts that I am going to purchase off of him. That is pretty hard to find around my area, let alone in decent enough shape. I need a new front bumper and a grill for the Spitfire. And for the price, I can't go wrong there. Anything's better than what I got. It's all beat up. I'll kind of show you in a couple photos of what I'm talking about. But trying to hold my phone and drive, which is not safe, but I like to live dangerously. But yeah, his name is Joe Ernest, and we've chatted many times and talked about, I got a few some stuff off him before. It'd be good to meet him and the guys that he's running with. I guess there's a group of them. I don't know who all went, but probably some more folks that are in the groups. So it's going to be about 45 minutes or so till I get there. I'll be there a little bit early. He says they'll be pulling in around 10. So I'll be getting there. If I don't stop and grab a snack or something to drink, it'd probably be half hour waiting on them. No big deal. But yeah, let's go snag up these parts. Well, I made it here. Been sitting a little while, and I was watching YouTube, and these couple cars come rolling in. Man, love to have something like that, but I'm not getting out because it just rained, and I'm kind of tired. But I'll show you what they are. They're both Cobras, Ford Cobra. I bet you those were a handful in the rain. The one's a Cobra GT. Yeah, I'd have something like that. Yeah, but I'd probably kill myself in the damn thing. All that horsepower on tap, yeah, you know how that works. Okay, my buddy should be here anytime. Get these parts, and I need to head back toward town. That's sweet. Oh, there we go. They popped in. I didn't shoot any video. Well, but I did take some photos. I'll show you those. The parts are in a lot better shape than what I got. The bumper, a little bit of cleaning up, polishing. Yeah, it'll do the trick. The grill, it'll need a repaint. It's plastic, but yeah, it's definitely going to make the Spitfire's front end look a lot better. And he's going to be looking at when he gets back, the underwriters for the front bumpers. I have the American spec, which are long, they stick out, and European spec are shorter or smaller. They look a lot better. And he says he may have a pair. He's going to look around and see. But yep, so that's what we're up to. I am heading back. Since I was over here in Ohio, I got gas, which is cheaper than Pennsylvania. And now I need to stop out at a buddy's house and do a little look over on something for him. So, yeah, let's head back. Okay, guys, it's been, oh heck, it's been 6 days now since that last clip where I picked up the bumper and the grill. Just been working all week. I had to take yesterday off to go to a doctor's appointment. Had to get a heart monitor put on. It sucks getting old. See what's going on with this lupus and my heart. I had a stress test about a week ago or so, and I wanted to do some more testing. So it's Saturday. It's raining all day, off and on. But we're gonna try and tackle putting that bumper. Take the old one off, put the new one on, and I already got the grill in, so I'll show you all that. This is the bumper that came with the car, as you can see. Definitely somebody hit something, because there's two dings, one here and right here where they mount. I suspect that they hit something, just enough to bump it and tweak that part of it. And the license plate is there on the wall. I took off from under the bumper, and because they bolt right up underneath here on both sides. And when they must have hit something, because that plate was tweaked in. The grill was broke. I think it was this rib here, and you can see the chin spoiler is cut. I think that is suspect from the plate hitting it. So I'm going to try and repair that. That would be another project. Pull that off and see if I can fix that. I ain't too much worried about it. But as you see, the bumper, previous owners, when they painted or whatever they did, I have no clue. Hit it with a DA. Get the glares. You can see all the DA markings. Right there, there's some. I see right here. Right here. It's like, what the hell? But, so I am going to attempt to swap out this bumper. First thing I need to do is get these overriders off. I'd like to get the Euro style overriders. They're shorter, but we'll see how to go about. get them off without ruining them. Can't talk right today. Because there's 4 bolts from underneath the bonnet. There's 2 bolts that go in on both sides, and then there's 2 on the outer edges. Because, let me move my tripod. This is the new bumper. I cleaned it up. A lot better. There's a little bit of a tweak right there, but I can live with that. And scratches and crap, but at least there's no dings. It looks a lot better. There's no sand, scuffing from a DA. And they're held on by captured nuts on those brackets. The outer edges of both sides and where they bolt underneath. So we are going to set this up and try and get in there and get those bolts loose. Okay, they say, I never had these off before, that there's, up underneath there's a pocket right here. And there's a 9/16 bolt. I'm hoping that they come off without snapping the bolt. Get on it. There it is. There it is. I already hit it with some plaster. Nice. One. Okay. Get this other one. Okay, cool. They just wedged down. This is getting it freed up. There it is. All it has is a bolt here that sits down on top of this in this groove on both sides. We'll get these out of the way. That'll make it a lot easier. I always thought of, is there a way to cover these? I always liked the 60s style chrome overriders that are on this early Mark IIs and stuff to go over that, to hide that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to worry about it. But the European overriders, they are just about as long as this, so they'd be a lot shorter, look a lot nicer. So I'm hunting for those. Now I need to work on the bolts on the inside. And I'm just going to prop the hood up enough, because you can't get to the bolts with the hood all the way up. I'll show you that. Got the hood up all the way up, it's propped up, but the bolts for that bumper are back in there. There you can see the one over there. You can't get on them. You need to have the hood down a little bit. So, and then the other two, there's one here and one on the other side over there. So I already replaced the grill, painted it and all that, so that's done. But I did that the other day. So I am going to prop this hood up away, just enough to where I can get my wrench in there and get those two front bolts done. Then lift the hood back up and get the side bolts. Maybe I should get the side bolts first and then worry about those, because when I set the hood back down, it has to move. They'll have to move. The bumper will have to move forward and up over the tabs for the overriders. Yeah, I might just do it that way. Okay, let's see how this goes. That one came out nice. Now let's see about the other side. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I didn't hit any blaster. I should hit them with blaster just to make sure they're going to come loose. But I'm going to get the other side and then we'll start on the front. Well, this is where I'm at. I got the hood propped enough to where I can reach in with the socket. Probably can't see it too good in there because of the light, but right here is where that bolt is. I can get in there with an extension, swivel, and my impact, and should be able to draw that out. I'll try and get some more light on it so I can show you what I'm talking about, and get my impact gun and all the tools I need to do the job, and then it should come right on. I already got that side done. I'll have to show you what I had to do over there. Yep. Okay, I couldn't get the camera set up in here because I had to reach in, but I kind of give you an idea on what I had to do. I got the bolt out that was right there. Got to take my impact gun, bring it in from this angle, so I'm reaching up in here with the swivel to get on it and then draw it out. Well, it's starting to rain pretty heavy. But I got that drawn out, so all the bolts are loose. It's going to be fun putting it back together. But I should be able to reach in there and get it started. But yeah, she's a tight little spot. Yeah, she's been raining off and on all day. They said like 98% chance of rain. 96 or 98, I can't remember, but it is what it is. I got the fans going. Sorry about the noise. It's freaking hot in here. My air conditioning over there in the wall took a dump. She went south. She left a chat. So I need to find a new one. That's a project for later, because during the summer I like working in the garage, and I just shut the door and crank up the air. Works out nice. Now the only problem is whenever I run my air compressor or the welder, I got to shut that off. But because then I start throwing breakers. Yeah, if I get another building built, we won't have that issue. But I'm going to get you set back up again on the tripod, and we're going to try and pull this bumper out. Well, I don't think it's going to work. Set back up here, move you around a little bit, sorry. But she's not going to come out. So I'm going to try and lift the hood enough to where hopefully we can weasel the thing out. I don't want to have to remove this hood. There we go. Now to show you what I had to do, I had to cut this bracket on the bumper with the wheel of death, because this nut is supposed to be welded to that bracket. Yeah, it snapped off, so it just spins. So now I got to get that off of there, and then we can throw the new one on. Wow, what a pain in the rear end that was. I had to take the wheel of death and cut the freaking nut inside the bolt, and then I was able to get it off. But I kind of boogered up. They got Bondo in here. I don't know why, but yeah. I was looking up what these new fascia panels cost new. Yeah, it is. You didn't see that, but we are ready. I'm going to shoot that with some paint and stuff. It's just to hide it, you know, cover the rust. And we're going to try and get this bumper put back. Yeah, I'll shot her a little bit of paint. She'll probably show from underneath the bumper, but hey, the rest of the car ain't the greatest looking either. So now I want to clean up the underside of the bumper. I got some SOS pads, and maybe clean the top of it a little bit. Take it outside, just give her a little hit with the SOS, and I'm not going to worry about painting the inside of the bumper, because the car's not, the only time it may see some rain is if I get caught in it. It's not like I'm driving it every day, and you know, so it's, I'm not even going to be driving it during the winter, so that's just the way it's going to be. Man, it's a brutally hot, humid, not real hot, it's humid, my lord. But I am going to try and slip this back up and get the old one out of the way. Get a wall hanger, scrap steel. Easily. Back up in there like I told you that one. Wasn't too rough, so it can be done with the hood on. It's just a pain in the ass. Let's try and get some of these bolts. Well, I got all the bolts started. just getting into the position and tightening. I still need to do the two fronts. Get this positioned correctly. It popped off. So now, just about ready to tighten down. There she is. She's ready to tighten. I don't want it to rattle. Okay. Now that she's tight, let's get the bonnet back down. See how she looks. Yeah. She could use a little adjusting. You see it's high on this side compared to that side. So all that is loosening up that bolt right here and lifting it. So I'll do that here in a little while. I just want to get the overriders on and clean her up a little bit, get that adjusted, and then I might go for fixing that spoiler. Oh, yeah. She's on. Looking a lot better than it did before. I still need to adjust the bumper a little bit. You can see that, let me get in front of you. That gap, it's just a little bit wider than that gap. So we'll get that squared away. But I cleaned her up. She looks good. I was going to take this spoiler off, but there's two bolts from underneath that come in this way from back to front into the spoiler, and then there's two on each side. I might do it later. Another project. Right now it's just way too hot out here. This humidity. I got these fans going full bore. Time for me to get another air conditioner in here. But yeah, there's the old girl. She'll just go in the pile. Just throw it off the side. Junk. I'm never going to use it. Now I ain't going to sell it to nobody because it ain't worth nothing. The bracket cut off on this side. You know, it's scrap. But if I ever do a full restoration, it'll get brand new bumpers, or just send these off to be re-chromed. But that'll never happen either. But yeah, I'm going to push her back just a little bit, clean up, and figure out what else I'm going to do. Do that with your pickup or your SUV. All right. Now, the thing I want to do tomorrow is I got to do a flush. Put a flush kit in my truck. Run some. I got a kit. I got a radiator flush in there. Plus, I have a blower motor resistor for the Ford Escape. It only works on high, so I need to replace that. That's a quick one. We'll shoot that part some other day, or I'll just throw it in on this video. But hey, I ain't gonna get to it today, so it might be tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm done for today. Yeah, she's too hot out here. Humid. Believe it or not, just that little part, we've been at it for a couple hours. But it's just too humid out here. So, we'll see you guys. The next clip will probably be tomorrow, which would be Sunday. So, we'll see you then. Well, guys, it's not Sunday. It's the 4th of July. It's about 4 days later. It's Thursday the 4th. About 9 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, I had a lot going on Sunday. I had a few things I had to do. And then work. I worked all day. A 12-hour day on Monday and a 11-hour day on Tuesday. I had an appointment yesterday. That went well. That was results for my heart monitor and my stress test and stuff. And they said everything's good except for the enlargement of the one part of my heart. But they're going to still be doing a little bit of testing on that, but everything else is good. Start testing for it because of the lupus and the Sjogren's syndrome, etc. But it is now Thursday, the 4th of July. I'm getting ready to do a few things on the Spitfire. I want to check the rear differential fluid. I want to check the transmission fluid. I'd like to try to get the overdrive working. It quit working. I'm suspecting possibly a low fluid on it. But I have a big car show to go to this weekend. I have one today I could go to, but the weather's not looking too good. So, let's work on the car. Well, we got the car up on stands. What a pain in the rear. Because I got to remember next time I do have to put it on stands that to do the back first, because the front I can get up underneath, and but once it's in, the front's in the air, the back end, it's almost impossible. I had to lift it up from a tie down point on the frame, get it high enough, put a stand under one side, which, oh, alright, there's a tie down point. You see it sticking off the frame there. Get it high enough in the air, get it jack stand under one side, let the jack back down, move it over to the differential, and then lift the whole car and reset the stands. Man, I wish I had a lift. Yeah, maybe in the future. I've been looking at the scissor lifts. I think the max lift on them is like 40 some inches. I can't remember, but I mean that would be, you know, you have to bring the bottom of the car 47 inches. That's, well, 48 inches is 4 feet, so that would raise the bottom of the car just about as high as, probably as high as here, you know, I don't know. But that'd be plenty high enough. And they're fairly reasonable. I've been throwing it around because other projects I could, weight-wise I could lift the wife's car, but I can't lift the truck. So no big deal. But what I'm doing now is I'm going to get the light. I did a little talk about that in one of my last videos. I still had that one underneath here, which is cool beans. It's right underneath this shelf here, and then whenever I move, it lights up. And then I can pull this out, and it puts light into the drawers, so you can see what's going on. And then whenever you close it, it automatically goes out after a few seconds or whatever. But that's been going strong. This one I just recharged up. But I am sweating like a stuck pig. I had that fan going, but it's so loud that it wouldn't be good on camera, so I shut it off to shoot this part. But I'm going to get underneath, and I'm going to check out the transmission fluid, because the overdrive has not been working, which is the switch in the gear shifter. Flips the solenoid. Probably would have been easier just going in from inside, but I didn't want to tear everything apart to get in there, because you gotta pull the tunnel, you gotta pull your H brace that has the gauges in it, unbolt the transmission cover, pull that out, then you can get the stuff. Nah, if I can get to it from underneath, I'm going to do it that way. It'd be easier. So, but the overdrive hasn't been working, and I need to check the fluid level on the transmission. It hasn't been growling or heating up or anything. So I got some 85 140 gear oil. We'll put that in there, and also I need to check the rear dip fluid. I checked it back when I had it in the air doing the pans and all that, but I didn't put anything in it, and I couldn't. There's no way to check it. You fill it until it comes back out the fill hole, and then you're good. So I'm just going to add some fluid to both and top them off and go from there. Well, we are under the car. Right here is the drain plug, which I am debating on draining it and just refill it. But the fill is right there. That is on a American model left-hand drive car. It's on the right-hand side up toward the bell housing. The slave cylinder is over there. Huh, I'm missing a nut. Huh, well, you know, I'm gonna have to put one on there. But it is so tight because the exhaust is in the way. I could barely get my hand up in there to get that plug out. So I probably won't be able to shoot footage on it, but that's where you work at. If you're going to change it out, drain it and fill it. But then your overdrive, which is attached, you need to pull this cover, 4 bolts. The solenoid is right next to it, which that activates the arm for the overdrive, and it shares the fluid from the transmission to it. So I don't know where. I got to find out where the drain is for. It might be right there. I don't know. I got to find out where the drain plug is, or if it drains when you pull the cover off, because I don't see anything toward the back except for the speedo hookup. And the cross member for the transmission mount is in here's in the way. Can't really tell. As you see, the transmission is grimy. It's a Triumph. It leaks. One of these days, who knows, might be able to pull the motor in tranny. Probably will be, because who knows what this how old this clutch is. It's working good as so far, but whenever I do pull it out, if and whenever I do, I'll just do a good cleanup, rebuild, reseals, paint, all that crap. But right now, like I said, all I'm doing is driving it. I am going to go back here and check the dip fluid on it, on the dip. So, yeah. I'm going to try and get this filled up, changed out. Gonna be a bear, but needs done. Okay, I did get the plug out. Half-inch box end. If you got a ratchet wrench, that'd be perfect. Long handle, you know, probably close to 8 inches long. Be perfect for this job. But I got the plug out. I did drain the oil out of it, and now I have this pump that you put on the gearbox, or the gear lube bottle, the transfer gear lube, and that fits perfectly in there. Now you just fish it on in and start pumping. And you pump it until fluid starts coming out of the fill hole. And once it starts running out, you're full. Put the plug back in, tighten it down. I like this little transfer pump. There's about 10 pumps there. I can't remember how much gear oil it says it takes. I looked it up, but I don't remember. Nothing coming out yet. There she's starting. There she is. Okay. So, pull that on out of there. And, put the cap back on so it doesn't drain everywhere. Make a hell of a mess, which I'm going to make a mess anyway. Yeah, reinstall the plug. If I can see where it is. Oh, come on. Come on. Can't get it started. There we go. These little lights are work out pretty damn good. And now, get up in there and tighten it out. I'm going to have to invest in some more wrenches. I have a bunch, but it'd be nice ratchet wrenches and etc. 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 I think I'm going to have to do that. And they turn at a time. Ratchet wrench would be perfect for this job. There we go. Just snug enough. Snug enough. Snug enough. Definition of snug enough. To tighten just enough to where it holds, and snug enough to where it won't come loose. Snug enough. Alright, we got that all taken care of. Now, we're going to crawl underneath the back end and see if we can top off that rear end. I don't know. See if I can drain it. Might as well. I'm here. Okay, guys. There's supposed to be a drain bolt. There ain't one. I thought maybe this boss had something there. No, there is not. I thought maybe it had a plug that went all the way in, and no. That's a bolt for the carrier to go in. But I did get the fill bolt plug out, which goes right there. Already got it out, so I'm going to top it off. And then try and figure out, okay, where's the drain? You know, where's the drain at? Because this is going to have to come out sooner or later. Because, yeah, that seal's leaking. Who knows? But it's winter project. Right now, it's drivable. So I'm going to get fluid in this. Way too tight under here for the camera. Alrighty, we got there. Now we're done. Just got to get her off the stands, pull her out and clean her up. Clean up the floor, I mean. We'll clean up on the car too. Okay, here you go, guys. Yeah, I was watching doing some research on the computer. But, there you go. We're all ready. Just do a little cleanup on the car. Get ready for car show. I may go to the car show today. It starts at 4. So that means I'd be driving home at night because there's fireworks tonight there. It's for one of the local churches. They have a big fair, car show, and they feed you, and they got a fireworks display at dusk. So that means driving the Spitfire home in the dark, which I don't know if I want to do because of deer. But I don't know if I'm going anyway. Got a couple other things to do. Got to run to town, get groceries, a couple other things, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm going to call this a video. We're going to call it a wrap. It's been plenty long enough. And then the next one I might just do a car show video. I got a couple, like I said, I got a couple car shows to go to on Saturday. Got one in my local hometown, little car show, but hey, support your local vendors in your local community. And then we're going to Greenville, Pennsylvania, which is about 20 miles away, for the largest car show in northwestern Pennsylvania. Last year it was over 2,000 cars. So I'm going to be going to that. The one in Conneaut Lake starts at 10. I'll spend a couple hours there, and then go on over to the other car show because it starts at noon. But cars start rolling in around 5 in the morning, so that tells you how big it gets. But yeah, if you like this kind of stuff, hey, why don't you subscribe? It shows my statistics are showing that 85 to 90% of you viewers are not subscribed. If you like this stuff, subscribe. It's free, and then you get notified whenever I post new content. So go ahead, subscribe. Leave me a comment. I always try to reply to my comments, and it's a good way for me to find your channel. If you got a channel, I do check out those channels, and if I like your stuff, I subscribe to you. But I try to reply to all my comments. Give me a big thumbs up and not the finger. And hey, why don't you go check that video out? I think you'll like it. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.